welcome to the channel. My name is Max, otherwise known as Maximum Dinosaur, or any variation of that name you can call me. And this is a very special video because this is the CAS video for our third generation of the Chromatic Legacy Challenge. You do not have to watch any of the other generations to be caught up on this one, especially because I am going to do a recap of my Sim's life. You can go back and watch the other series that have happened over the course of the year. Or you could watch the epilogue of the first two, which pretty much literally goes over literally everything that happened throughout the entire series. Or you could just not, because it's not really necessary. This is Gen 3, Cherry. This is the red theme generation. This is our heir. Obviously, you can see her on screen, Carmen Chrome. I love her so much. Hi, Editing Max here. Guess who forgot? Oh my god, it's really late. I really was supposed to go to bed like a while ago, but anyway. Editing Max here. I forgot to go over the rules because I was too busy babbling, so I'm just gonna go over them quickly. So this is the little blurb. You can't remember a time in your life without someone by your side. Ever since you were a child, you knew that forever you and your best friend would stick together for your whole lifetime. But you are an aspiring actor and a wonderful comedian, and your best friend is not. You set off to Delso Valley the moment you turned 21 to pursue an acting career, leaving your friends and family behind. As you navigate celebrity life, you act, you flirt, but no relationships stick. That is, until reuniting with your childhood best friend. So, the traits we need to have are goofball, outgoing, and romantic. We must complete the master actor and jokes, our aspirations. We have to be best friends with someone during childhood and teenhood. We have to grow apart during young adulthood and marry them in our adulthood. We have to move to Delso Valley when we age up into an adult. We have to flirt with many Sims but not commit to an official partner until we get with our childhood best friend. We have to max out the comedy and acting skill as well as the acting career. We have to become a world famous celebrity and place our celebrity tile down, and obviously, it's a red gen. For the first part of the cast video, I'll be recapping Carmen's story so far, so people who forgot because it's been a little while since she was born or are new can understand. Disclaimer, there are some things that happened in Lemonade Gen that have to do with Carmen, but the intenseness of what happened during her childhood will not be carrying on to her teenhood. If you're new to my channel, I genre switch a lot. Too much maybe? I think it's a little bit jarring because, especially with my other series, I went from cute family gameplay to a murder mystery, and I didn't really give a warning for it. And I'm kind of worried that people won't like this genre switch either because it's kind of the opposite. It's not really going into cute family gameplay, but it's a lot more casual than Lemonade Gen. If you did not know, Lemonade Gen was a yellow themed secret agent, and it was so intense. Oh my gosh. Like, I actually want to cry thinking about it. It was also very hard to make. Carmen's Gen is going to be sweet relief. It's not going to be that hard to make. Thank God. As I said, right now I am doing two series. The Chromatic Legacy Challenge and also the Rosewood Legacy, which is just, I do whatever I want. I'm on Gen 2 of that challenge right now. I'm halfway through, and it is a mystery, and it takes place in a university. It's dark academia. If you like that kind of thing, maybe you'll like Sapphire Cliffs. But if you like rom-coms, which I'd like this to be a rom-com, but I'm not very funny, so I don't really know how I'll make it a rom-com, but just pretend it's a rom-com, okay? It's close enough. It's close enough. As I said, super genre switchy, but yeah, some parts of the recap of her younger life is going to be a little intense. Fair warning. So Carmen was born to her mother Mira and father Anthony, who were newly in a relationship. She wasn't exactly planned, and her parents barely knew each other when they found out Mira was pregnant. Two of them were secret agents, and the situation was less than ideal, but Anthony was very supportive of Mira and was there every moment of Carmen's life. Their house was cramped, a one-bedroom house with her mom and her older brother Flynn, but they made it work. Despite circumstances, Carmen grew up happy. She was a wiggly infant and a silly toddler. She always enjoyed making people laugh. During her toddlerhood, Mira introduced her to a family friend who had a toddler of their own. Their name was Izzy, and they were a bit shy, but Carmen didn't mind. She played and babbled with them throughout the days, and they became good friends. Well, as good friends as toddlers could be. When Carmen and Izzy became children, they hung out more. Carmen's older brother Flynn went to school a couple grades above them and was close to Carmen too. Carmen was just really happy. She would pull harmless pranks on her school with Izzy, and she and Flynn would tease each other as much as possible. Time passed, Carmen and Izzy became inseparable. They told each other everything, and Carmen stayed over at Izzy's house every time her mom was out for work. Their personalities were very different, but they both greatly admired the different parts of each other. During her childhood, Carmen was diagnosed with autism. She developed a special interest in movies and film and like the behind the scenes of it too. But unfortunately not everything did go smoothly. Carmen's mom, Mira, had a boyfriend before Anthony, and he betrayed her by working with the gang that almost killed her. It's a little intense. But Carmen was disconnected from this part of her mom's life, but she became involved one night when Mira's ex Presley, that's his name, broke into their house and took Carmen and Flynn, who was his biological son, but they had no contact by any means other than biological. It was not his son. While neither of them talked that much about the details of the event, the family knew that Carmen and Flynn went through a lot during the kidnapping. Carmen came back with a black eye, and Flynn had a gash in his face, leaving a permanent scar. Carmen was still herself after reuniting with her family, but she had wilted a bit. Izzy heard about what happened and was horrified, spending as much time with Carmen as possible. They became best friends and exchanged friendship bracelets. Carmen was still goofy, she was just a bit different. One of her coping mechanisms was the I'm the bear phase, where she dressed as a bear every second of the day. Her mom and dad would wear a bear suit with her sometimes, just to make her feel better and less alone. Carmen did have PTSD and extensive therapy, and she still struggles. It's been better. It's probably been about 6 or 7 years since it happened, so we see it leaves permanent effects, but it's not like a new situation, so it's not like completely hindering her everyday life. Some trauma still does, but for her kind of like acting normal, like her normal self, makes her feel better. So but after the kidnapping, Mira and Anthony quit the agency and the family moved for a fresh start next to Carmen's grandma's house, which is my legacy founder. Around this time, Carmen's little brother Russell was born. And yeah, that's Carmen's story so far. So now we're gonna get on to the rambling part, where I just keep rambling because I have things to ramble about, okay? This is my second time filming this. It's actually not my second time. It's like probably my fourth, but I like literally made the video and exported it and everything. And a couple days later, I decided I hate it. So I'm redoing it now because it just was eating me up inside. I hated the way that I did it. And there was a couple things I forgot to mention, such as Chapel Roan. May sound stupid, but over the last week, I've become an incredible fangirl. Like, I have been fangirling hard. And while not, I mean, okay. You might have noticed that, you know, connected some dots. Childhood best friend. I mentioned a childhood best friend. Izzy. It will be gay. If you're new here, I'm gay. That's what my channel's about, basically. Other than, like, murder and mysteries and stuff. That's like the second theme right now. It will never not be a theme. I think I would rather die than not have it be like my main point in everything I do, basically. But Chapel Roan, wow. I love her music so much, and I'm just becoming a fangirl. What can I say? Chapel Roan, to be fair, is not the only one that Carmen has made me fangirl over, because Carmen loves Chapel Roan, and that is why I got so into her the last couple weeks, because I was getting with Carmen's groove. That's kind of a weird way to say it, but whatever. I'm sure you understand what I mean. But also, like, Marina and the Diamonds, Carmen really likes her. So, like, I'm also becoming a big, I mean, I was already technically a fangirl of both of them, but not, like, as hard. Like, I'm a super fangirl now, because I liked Chapel Roan's, I think it was her first EP, and I had a suspicion School Nights was gay. I did. Anyway, I should be talking about Carmen and not... Okay, yeah, I should be talking about Carmen. So, basically, that's that. Carmen is... Because of the environment she grew up in, she doesn't really consider her specific identity, specific label too much. It just doesn't really matter to her. She, at this point, knows that if she does have a like interest in men, like if her like body does, her brain don't. And I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm not saying she isn't attracted to men. She might be, or she might not be, but she might be. But if she is, she doesn't really want to date them. She doesn't have an interest in dating them. I don't know if that's like an identity or if that's just a preference, because I've seen a lot of bisexual people and stuff who don't want to date men, and that doesn't make them gay or like lesbian. But anyway, she just identifies as queer, and I don't know about Izzy yet. I don't know what Izzy got going on. I do know that Izzy is trans. She transitioned she didn't okay. I was hesitant to make her transition as early as she did. She transitioned officially as a child, but she was still dressing femininely as a toddler. And I was hesitant because I just didn't want conservatives to stumble upon it and be like, oh, look, they're indoctrinating our kids. They're making the baby trans. No. Okay. She just pointed to clothing when she was a baby and was like, oh, I want to wear that. Oh, I don't want to cut my hair. She looked feminine. And then when she was a child, she's like, I just feel like a girl. And parents were like, okay. Okay. Making it clear for any of you conservatives who came across this video, because I'm sure conservatives are coming across this video. I'm sure I'm popular enough for that. I'm kidding, but yeah, there's my little gay ramble because I have to have one of those. I have to have one of those every once in a while. I've been thinking so much about gay people recently, oh my god. And it is most definitely because of Chapel Roan, because Good Luck Babe has made it so my mind only can think about two things right now. And that is Zinnia, which was my founder for this challenge, because she had severe compulsive heterosexuality. She almost married a man, and she also had a baby with him, but that's the story for another time. She would have loved that song. I think she would have loved that song very much. And she still does. She jams to it now that it's out, even though she's really old. She's gonna die this generation, you know. I'm not ready for that. I'm gonna cry my eyes out. At the end of last generation, my bestie died. I mean her cat. Her cat that she'd had for about 40 episodes. Almost a year in real time. He died, and I cried. I really did. I cried a lot, because I'm not gonna get emotional. I'm not gonna get emotional over a pixel cat. I'm not gonna get emotional over a pixel cat, but I love Salmon, and he died. Anyway, let's talk about something else now. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, right, the two things I can think about. So the two things I can think about is Zinnia and Salmon, apparently. But also Haley from Stardew Valley. Now, I wanted to wipe her before the TikTok edits came through. The Good Luck Babe Haley edits. If you have anything to do with Chapel Roan or Haley from Stardew Valley and you're on TikTok, you would have seen them. Oh my god, they've changed my life. It altered my brain chemistry. And I already wanted to be with her, but my sister was like, oh, but she's mean. And I was like, I don't want to get with somebody who's mean, because then people are going to think I have, an interest in mean people. Or, a more extreme version of that. And I don't. I just think she's really pretty, and she's not that mean. And she's not. But the edits have a clutch on me, and now I must get married to her. But then, guess what? My sister came to me earlier today and was like, I think I'm gonna marry Haley. How dare you, actually? How dare you? And she's probably gonna get to it before me, too, because she is speedrunning that playthrough, and I am not. So, I'm stressed. She was mine first. Wait, I can't blame her. And I was, thinking about, marrying Leah, because I've never married anybody in the game before because I'm too busy to get too far. I was like, okay, maybe I should marry Leah because she's artsy and she looks very gay. But I know I would regret it if I did, because I think Haley's the one for me. I really do. I think she's the one for me. So yeah, I don't know how much time I have left of this video because my recording's already past the limit of how long this video is, but I will keep talking. I actually hated Carmen's fits before I started, and I really struggled with them. I thought they were really ugly, and I had to send them to my friend, and they said they were cute, so slay! I also really like them now. I really like them after, a week after making. It's not been a week, it's been 4 days, but still. It feels like it's been eternity, because man, I've been struggling. Whole nother topic. I have been struggling. I tried to record the first episode last week, and I literally just sat in front of my computer and cried after filming the first hour because I hated it. I was not in the mood. I was too stressed to care. It was not a fun look, babes. It was not a fun look. I did not enjoy my time at all. So I just was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to completely give up on making videos for this week. I'm going to completely give up. I'm going to extend the period of time it takes for me to make videos, because of course I am. And I just laid in bed for the rest of the weekend. So hopefully, I haven't recorded the second episode, or the first episode yet, but hopefully next week I'll be less stressed about it, because that's the only thing I have to do next week, because I already recorded Sapphire Clips 11, which, it's a doozy, guys. It's a doozy. I do think I did kind of a bad job at the writing in that, but don't think about it too much. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, yeah, so basically, those are my bullet points. Gay, chaperone, I'm struggling. So yeah, I'm really excited for her generation. I'm just scared, and I think the thing that scares me most, honestly, is it's so casual. Sorry, I had to take a big pause, because then casual started playing in my head. I'm telling you, I'm going through a phase. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're still watching, because I've been rambling a lot, and sometimes people don't like to listen to me ramble, so thank you so much if you stayed. I really hope that you watch Carmen's story, because I really love Carmen. Check out Sapphire Clips. You want to check out Sapphire Clips. And I also make CAS videos on here. I have actually quite a few coming out, and then I have like 3 coming out in the next couple weeks, because I have not made enough content to push out as many Let's Plays as I want, because, as I said, it's a little bit hard. It's a little bit hard. If you are new here, I take way too long on my videos. I'm talking too much, so I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit all the buttons YouTube likes. I kind of stopped doing that outro for a little bit, but I'm back, because I'm back begging for likes. And I really hope you're having a good day, because I'm about to go to bed, but as you could tell, I'm a little bit hyper. I don't know where I was going with that. So, yeah, I will see you for Carmen's generation. I will see you in the next couple of days. And, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.